we think of Robin Williams as a comedic actor, you know, and that's what he was really well known for. But actually, a lot of his best roles were the dramatic ones. Good Morning Vietnam, Fisher King, Dead Poets Society, Good Will Hunting. You know, he had this complexity where he wasn't one thing. You know, he could switch between these different things. There aren't many actors, you know, certainly of our generation, that can actually manage to do that. There are many who've tried and failed. Adam Sandler, very funny comedian, tries to do drama, and a lot of people don't just buy it. But he had this lexicon of talent that he could draw on, and every single thing he did, not all his films were successful, but every single time he gave 100%, and it was just engaging and delightful to watch.
I mean, in terms of his future films, because obviously he would have worked on projects that aren't yet to air.
Well, in fact, the trailer for his penultimate movie actually dropped last week. It's the third in the Night at the Museum series, which was filmed here in London. You know, he's returning in that, and then his very final role is actually... It's probably one that he would like to be... I can only imagine remembered for, because it's that endearing side of Robin Williams that we loved. He voices a dog called Dennis in a movie called Absolutely Anything, directed by one of the Monty Python team, Terry Jones, stars Simon Pegg. It's this ability to bring life and joy and heart and charisma to the simplest of things, whether it is a genie in Aladdin, whether it's a dog. He just had this ability to do that. And, you know, I mean, I said to you earlier, there aren't many people that you come across in the industry where I grew up watching him with Mork and Mindy. People of my generation now can then watch his films with their children, things like Aladdin, Flubber, Jumanji, and then they're now adults and they're watching his next generation of films, his final bit of his catalogue, with their children. There aren't many people that span 3 generations and bring joy, bring tears, you know, teach a basic human emotion. It's brilliant.
I think that's probably why people are so shocked today, isn't it? Is that he does affect an entire, you know, more than one generation of persons. So I started watching him as Aladdin. That's how I got introduced to him. And then, you know, Mork and Mindy was probably your introduction. And that's why so many people will be sad.
You know, I mean, I always remember fondly the days of going and getting look-in at the newsagent, and there would always be a big piece on Mork and Mindy in it. You know, these are things that they're benchmarks in your life, with films, with anything. But I mean, for me, I think Live at the Met, his stand-up show, which is going on for 30-odd years old now, but to this day, it's still as fresh and funny. He influenced people like Eddie Murphy. You know, he changed the face of dramatic and comedic acting for a generation. It's a massive loss.